Hello everyone, this is Ashwini Abare and today we will discuss the next assignment of data structure is matrix. How to handle the matrix. So before that we have to discuss first operation on matrix is accept a matrix, and second operation we will discuss display matrix. So how you will accept and display a matrix. So first of all, what is matrix? Matrix, we all of you know that matrix is a two-dimensional array, or simply matrix is represented, suppose 1 4 6 7 9 2, so 6 8 0. So this is my matrix which are having 3 columns and 3 rows. So dimension of the matrix having number of rows as well as number of the column. So first, suppose int main. So first of all we have to declare a matrix. So first we have to define the data type of the matrix. So all elements, what will be the data type of all elements in matrix? So suppose integer a. Initially I will assume that in my matrix having 10 number of rows and 10 number of columns. Array is a example of static memory allocation. So before writing a program we should assume that what will be the maximum memory we have to require. So here right now I am assuming that in my matrix maximum number of row will be 10 and maximum number of column will be 10. Here it is not necessary you have to use 10 by 10. We can declare anything, 10 by 5, 1 by 2, 3 by 3, anything. So first we will write the menu driven simultaneously. So printf /n, first is accept /n, second we have to display a matrix /n, third exit, and after that enter your choice. Okay. Now we have to accept the choice from the user. So using scanf we can accept the choice not a /n, %d for integer number, ampersand suppose ch. So first of all declare your ch value. After scanf we have semicolon. Now one more thing, before void main we have to include the header files, hash include stdio.h. stdio.h stands for standard input output function. So it will include printf and scanf. Then switch, depending on the various value of the ch we can perform different operations. So case 1 is accept the matrix, break, after break we are having the semicolon, case 2 break. Now we have to repeat this task any number of times. So first we will repeat this using loop statement. So do, and we have to repeat any number of times. So while, and when we have to stop, when ch is equal to 3. So we have to repeat all the tasks till user will not enter the 3. Now case 1 is what? We have to accept the matrix. So before accepting the matrix we should know that what is the exactly, or what are the exact number of rows and columns. So first you have to accept the enter the number of rows and columns of matrix A. How you will accept? Scanf. Suppose %d is for number of rows, this %d is for number of columns. So first %d will replace with number of rows, suppose m, and second %d replace with number of columns, suppose n. So dimension of matrix is m by n. So m by n will be again integer. So declare m by n. Now we have to accept a matrix. So suppose if we will take one function, suppose void accept. Now what are the requirement to accept a matrix? First we should know the matrix, means in which matrix we have to store all the elements. Then what are the number of rows of that matrix and number of column of matrix. So opening, closing. Now initially we have discussed here one example. So initially we have to put this element at 0th number of rows and 0th number of columns. This matrix is of 0th number of rows but first column. This matrix is 0th number of rows and second column, means we have to first put all the elements of row. So suppose I equal to 0, I should be less than row I plus plus. So for every row we have to put means for initially I equal to 0, we have to put all the elements in every column. So for j equal to 0, j should be less than column j plus plus. So how you will accept? Scanf will be what? %d, we have to accept one integer element, and where we have to store? We have to store this element in which matrix? X matrix. So x of I indicate the number of row and j indicate the actual number of column where that particular element we have to store. So this is the function we have right to accept the number, so accept the row by n matrix, and where we have store all the elements in matrix X. Here we require comma. Okay, so this is the function. So first of all we will give the declaration of function. This is actual definition of the function. So first of all, before main function we will give the declaration of function, which is end with the semicolon. Now we will call the function accept in main. After accepting actual number of rows and column, we will call our accept function. Now here we have passed the parameter, first name of the matrix, then actual number of rows and actual number of column. So here our matrix is A, then number of rows m, number of columns n, which is end with the semicolon. Okay, so before accepting, here we will write one statement, printf /n, enter the elements of matrix A. So this will accept all the elements of matrix A. Now what we have to do? We have to display the matrix. So how you will write the function? Again you will copy the function accept as it is, paste. Now instead of suppose accept function, we have to write the function as a display. What is requirement to display a matrix? First, which matrix we have to display, how many rows we have to display and how many number of columns we have to display. So again we will display first all the elements in first row. So for I equal to 0, it will display all the elements of first row, then it will display the elements in row wise. So instead of scanf, now we have to display, so print f%d. Now instead of ampersand, we have to display the element. So again give the declaration before main function, end with semicolon. Now case 2 is display. So display, now which matrix we have to display? A. How many number of rows? M. And number of columns? N. So here printf /n matrix A. Save, execute, compile and run. Expected semicolon before token. Switch ch Here it is showing that expected semicolon before this token. So line number it is showing 25. So before this token it requires semicolon, but after switch there is no semicolon. So we have, there is a spelling mistake, switch. Okay. So save, click on execute, compile and run. Here 1 comma is required. Save, compile and run. Okay, you will get this type of error, expected integer star. Okay, this is warning. I will show you how to remove this warning, but first of all accept a matrix, number of rows suppose 2 by 3, element 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now display, see it is displaying all the elements in sequential, but we have to represent our matrix. So matrix is in this way, first row, second row, third row, means according to number of rows we have to display the element. So for between every element we require this space, so we will give this /t. So again if I will run, see how it will display your matrix. So first accept 2 by 3, display. Now it is displaying the space between the element, but we don't require in this way also. We have to separate the rows also, means every row should be on new line. So what we have to do, before starting every row we have to give the new line. So for new line we are having /n. Okay, save. And we are having some error, expected in *10 but argument is of integer *5. Why this type of error or warning? Here we have in function we have given the maximum size as what, 10 by 10, but here we have declared one integer array of size as what, 10 by 5. So either you can declare here 10 by 5 or you can make here 10 by 10. So again save, click on execute, compile and run. So first 2 by 4 suppose, 1 5 6 7 8 3 0. If I will display, it will display 2 by 4. So 2 rows and 4 columns. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. Case 3 is for exit. Okay. Thank you.